lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Erin here. I just wanted to share a quick tutorial with you guys on how I dye my Sola wood flowers. Now, some of you guys may have seen Sola wood flowers in the Crafty couples video that they did for Valentine's Day. They are these super pretty off-white flowers that are actually made from wood. Now, I really like these, and I like them so much that I am actually doing all of the florals for my wedding with these. So I had my bridesmaids come over and we just had a flower dyeing party. I think we dyed over 300 flowers in varying shades and everything like that. And my grandmother's cousin is doing my florals for me for my wedding, and we are doing so we're doing a lantern in the middle of every table, and then around that we're doing the Sola wood flowers as well as some greenery that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby, half off of course. So everything is just really pretty and really spring, and I'm really liking the way that these are turning out. They're so easy to dye, and I feel like they're so easy to work with when you're making florals. And I know that there's a ton of videos out there on how to dye these. I will link some of them below, actually, some of my favorite channels below. They make some really cool things with these flowers, but I really just wanted to bring you guys a quick tutorial on these because I'll probably be using them in the future, and I just want you guys to know what I do with them. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and leave a comment below if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so here are the Sola wood flowers. Now I'm just doing a few of these. These are just the ones we wanted to make darker. Using this Deco Art burgundy paint, which some of you may recognize from all of my Valentine's projects. To dye them, I'm using water in just a cottage cheese thing, a fork to stir the paint, some gloves, and this egg carton I'm actually going to be using to put the flowers in to dry them. It's an idea that I got from one of the Sola wood flower YouTube videos that I've watched before. So in terms of the paint, really you just put as much as you want in your water. I don't have any kind of measurements. I would kind of recommend using a little bit more than I did, because you're gonna see me put more paint in here multiple times throughout the video. I'm even putting a little bit of black in here, which I hadn't really planned on in the beginning, just to make this a little bit darker. I always hesitate to put the black in the paint when I'm dyeing these because it kind of doesn't mix very easily. I don't know if any of you guys have just tried to mix like acrylic paint in water, but you can see it's like stuck to my fork. It all just kind of settles at the bottom. You have to continuously stir as you're dyeing these, or you won't get any pigment on the actual flowers. So all you want to do now is dip these flowers in your water. That's it. That's how you dye these. It's super easy, and it really gives kind of a beautiful color. Now, I wanted this one a lot darker than what it is right here. So if you want something darker, you just put more paint in. It's that simple. I absolutely love these things. A little bit about Sola wood flowers. They were originally pitched on Shark Tank years ago as eco flowers. They are, I guess, made from like tapioca trees is kind of what I've read, but they are completely eco-friendly, like biodegradable, all of that kind of stuff, which is why I really like using them. I will definitely use like silk flowers and flowers from Dollar Tree and everything like that, but if I could do all of my flowers with these, I would be really happy. And look at that. I just scrunched those, or this one, and it just pops right back. You just fluff it back out after you scrunch it or whatever to get any of the water out, and it springs right back. These things are just that awesome. So now you can see some of these are colored. I had dyed them before, but we decided that we wanted some darker ones. And honestly, the ones that were dyed did not take the paint as well as the ones that had not been dyed, the lighter, almost white colored ones. Now, the reason that I think that they didn't take the dye as well as the ones that haven't been painted before is because after I dye my Sola wood flowers, I actually sprayed a combination of vegetable glycerin and water. It's half and half mixture on the flowers so that they maintain that spongy texture that you saw earlier, because the acrylic paint, once it dries, it does make them stiff. Now, if you're trying to make a bouquet of flowers and you are going to be potentially running into people, me, I'm klutzy, or anything like that, you want these to maintain just their like sponginess. So I have a feeling that that vegetable glycerin repelled some of the water and the paint, because you can see the one at the top is a lot darker than the dyed one to the left of it. And I just kind of have a feeling that that's what happened. Now you can see this one, I missed some spots with the paint. Now this does happen, and you can leave these to soak for longer actually. I was just being impatient. Who knew I would be impatient? So here you can see I'm just letting that thing sit in there, and you can see little air bubbles coming out. So before I completely took it out of the water, you can see I'm checking here just to make sure that I got all those spaces. Missed some there. It's going back in the water. Does not really matter. You can keep dunking these things in water and they're just going to pick up more pigment as you do it. They're great. So in terms of the vegetable glycerin that I was talking about, that's something that you can get at really any craft store. I got mine at Hobby Lobby actually, and it's a pretty big bottle that you get, and I didn't even use one bottle. I thought I was going to need a lot more. And like I said, I did hundreds and hundreds of flowers and it was great. So this is how they turned out. And I really hope that you guys liked this short little tutorial.